Italian Parliament dissolves dream and a few other things to consider. Last night on the 20th I had the following dream. I had a dream last night of Italy's Parliament dissolve. I saw the Parliament in front of me. The Parliament splits in two. The left and right side of the court or Parliament, I saw them sitting in empties, each side exiting on their respective sides. I see the judge step down and the Parliament is empty. Italy will go into a crisis in the Parliament which will see it stalled. No one was inside the Parliament at all. The country will still silent. Italian dream confirmed. Greetings to you. I have not posted on the channel for a few weeks. Due to my schedule, I have not had enough time to update the channel. I intend to update the channel over the next few days with things which are playing out. On the 20th of October 2020, I had a dream vision of the Italian Parliament breaking up. I want to say a few things about these dream visions which I have had in the past. There are two types of dream visions that I have and have put on the channel. One is a clear dream vision and the other is a dream vision which has more symbology in it. The clear dream visions are clear, they tell you what is going to happen in the most direct manner. For example, Turkey going into Libya, Pakistan getting involved in Libya, Turkey paving over the roads the Americans laid, Italian Parliament dissolving and government breaking up. Then there is the dream vision which speaks volumes, but until the event has passed, it is a little more difficult to interpret. Until the event has passed or starts happening, it is not 100% clear. Even though the end result is clear, the way the dream plays out is not as clear as the other clearer dream visions. This is the challenge with some of these dream visions I have had. I explained on the other videos, these dreams are not your typical dreams. You can tell which is a dream vision or message dream by the contents of the dream. So in the case of the Italian government or parliament splitting, the dream was clear. The way I describe it might not match newspaper headlines, it may not match what people are saying on TV, but the dream foretells what is about to happen. The Italian parliament dream tells us there would be a split in parliament. If there is a split in parliament, then there is an issue with the government and it foretells a split in government. Someone left a comment that Italy has gone through this a number of times. As I mentioned, I do not follow any political situation in countries. The only time I start investigating and looking into it is after a dream. I know very little about Italy, other than where it is located in Europe and pizza comes from Europe. Other than that, I do not know anything about the country. The dream is significant for some reason. I do not know why I had this dream about Italy, it seemed so random and out of the blue. It was the same when I saw Pakistan going into Libya. I thought it was strange. What makes all of this interesting is that there were a number of dream visions given to me back to back after the Italian Parliament dream. What will be totally insane is if they begin to play out one after the other. Should that happen, I will not have words for that. We see events playing out in South Africa. The immediate dream vision after the Italian Parliament dream was arrests in South Africa. I saw in the dream vision a coup. I saw arrests of revolutionaries and people in the army. The words came to me, revolutionaries, and I saw those who wear the red uniform, along with people in the army. Now we saw Malema and Zuma meeting the other day, having tea with each other. Do you think they were drinking tea discussing beetroot and how showers get rid of AIDS? Perhaps Malema wanted to go for a quick swim in his fire hydrant swimming pool, or maybe Malema was taking maths lessons from number 1 Shalozi. Either way, like the Italian Parliament dream, I saw it clear as daylight. That dream was clearer because it told me twice in the dream that there would be arrests. Also, the warning for this year is that this year the whites will be attacked from all sides of the political spectrum and will be stung. A previous dream told me to tell you the nation that war clouds are on the horizon. Watch the atmosphere in South Africa. The cloud morphed, changed shape 3 times. It seemed far off in the distance but moved in fast, changing shape, changing color as it rolled in. So this was a quick update on the Italian dream and to see that the dream has come to pass. A new government is being put in place in Italy. So the dream is fulfilled. Praise be to the Almighty God of Israel, Yahweh, for showing me the dream and for the dream being fulfilled. Before I end of this video, I would like to encourage the nation to bend your knee, transform your hearts, minds and souls. I put forth that the nation reject everything and anything from the West. I wish that South Africa and future generations have nothing to do with the West, not Europe, not America. Our inspiration, our guiding principles must come from the Almighty. There is no nation, no country that can assist us. Why wait for backward, lying, conniving nations such as America and Europe, who kept quiet and made billions from installing the ANC government, who sent them billions in aid money each year? No, I reject working with, discussing with or having anything to do with the West. If you wish things to come right, you have to be right first with the Almighty. Getting any assistance from the West is like putting on a plaster on a wound while never addressing the cause of the wound. We have wounded ourselves by rejecting the principles, biblical principles, and chasing after the West. The West convinced us to drink from the poison well called democracy. The Bible is not a democratic book, it is a discriminatory book. This nation discriminated against itself by polluting their minds with the democratic poison from the West. That poison ruined Africa, that poison is busy working its magic on the West, and look at the state of America today. In time, American patriots will come live in our future Boer Republic. In the vision I had back in 2016, I clearly saw how patriots from America, good Christians, would head for South Africa. I saw the vision as ox wagons. The ox wagons went from what looked like the upper northern states. There was a line of ox wagons. The ox wagons were in a long formation as long as a train. I saw them heading from the north to Texas. When they got to Texas, they moved west, and when they got west, they did a circle on themselves, and I saw them cross the ocean to live in South Africa. In the northern part of our Boer Republic. I then was shown a vision of what America will look like on the ground. It was as if Mexico and South America had crept right up into America. Everything was in total shambles. I saw the infrastructure, the towns, the roads completely destroyed and not maintained. We must hold the line in South Africa. Many nations will come to serve the Almighty under the future Boer Republic. The Boer nation will come to possess many nations. The nations of West will be ruled, governed by the Boers. Even Americans will come join us, Europeans. I saw here many former nations. They come to join us in the coming Boer Republic. They will not only come to join us, but because they will see we were right about things and how wrong they have been. They will look to the South Africans for guidance. This is going to be a company of nations. This is why the battle rages with the heathen nations in this country, and it is time to call them what they are heathen nations. Heathens who rejected all forms of Christianity given to them by the earliest missionaries, and by their fruits you will know them. Even with the billions spent on trying to convert them, they still are backward and heathen. The battle rages because out of South Africa a great Christian nation will be born, a new Christian empire. It is important to look forward and begin to draft up the legislation of citizenship. The problem with the Kruger government was they were not prepared to accept thousands of whites into the republics. I tell you this time, you will not have thousands but millions arrive. If the immigration policy regarding citizenship or language is sorted out now, then there will be chaos in the future. The Almighty has prepared those nations for their final day of disaster with all their lies. Do not argue on the Titanic. I keep hearing people arguing on the Titanic. You know the Titanic, called South Africa. I hear people arguing about small things such as who are the real Boers, the real Afrikaners, English this, English that. Listen, you can argue about this once you have gotten to safety at some time in the future. Right now, you do not have time to sit there and argue about who is who. Why divide yourself before the pickaxe falls on the nation? Do not divide yourselves over petty differences. May the Almighty God of Israel be with this nation. May the Almighty keep you safe. All glory to the Almighty God of Israel for the dream vision regarding Italy. Be safe, unite and prepare. Until the next video.